Hey guys, we are back with round 2 of smelling through Scentsy's fall and winter catalog together. We already did the spice category, so now we are going to focus on the bakery category, which I know is a lot of people's favorite. It's not usually my favorite, but I'm impressed. There's actually quite a few scents in here that I can get behind because they're not syrupy. But there are syrupy ones for those of you guys that like maple flavors. So without much further ado, we're just going to get into it. So first we have almond croissant. And this one was actually here for the spring and summer as well. But I'm just now getting the chance to try it because bakery in the summer is not really my thing. But they say a fresh baked croissant is made even more heavenly with cinnamon sugar and an infusion of almond. So yeah, you definitely get like the baked good smell with this. I don't know that I can pick out the almond, but it's definitely like a pastry, like a breaded pastry smell, which is nice. Like I think it's actually going to go really nice in the fall months because it's like, you know, who doesn't like the smell of like fresh baked bread and goodness, you know? So yeah, I agree with what they said. Next we have apple butter frosting, which sounds amazing. They say a heartwarming medley of cinnamon spiced apples and decadent vanilla buttercream. And see, to me, I don't get apple butter at all when I smell this. And I don't even really get the frosting. I guess maybe a tiny bit of it because there's like a little bit of sweetness to it. But when I smell this, I smell like that cherry almond flavor almost. Maybe with a little bit of apple and cinnamon. But I don't get frosting from this at all. So it'll be interesting to warm this and see what I think of it when it's warming. But apple butter frosting. Next, we have apple cherry strudel. Okay, they say Granny Smith apple, cherry, and vanilla drizzle insist on dessert first. It's very light. Very, very light. So it's good for people who want something lighter. They don't want to be hit in the face with their fragrance. They just want something subtle. But I agree. Like, I smell the cherry. I don't know about the apple so much, but I would say if I was smelling a cherry apple strudel, this is exactly what it would smell like. So that is apple cherry strudel. All right, next is baked apple pie. And I can tell you that everybody that I've let smell this has agreed it's amazing. I really enjoy this one. Oh, did I even show you guys baked apple pie? It's even got the little color you would expect. It says flaky crust, apples, and spices combined in a strong scent. It's apple pie. It's delicious. Definitely going in my rotation. Next is blueberry cheesecake, which I know that sounds really weird, right? Like cheesecake, really? To me, cheesecake can kind of have that, there's almost a certain sour note to it. And, you know, you think to yourself, I don't know if I really want that burning. I don't know that I do. This one is very fakey fake. I don't know how to, I mean, you're either going to love this or you're going to hate it. To me, like, you definitely smell the blueberries and you definitely smell the cheesecake. It's not my favorite, but some people love it. It's very fruity. It's not my favorite. But they say thick, rich New York cheesecake with a light graham cracker crust and delicious blueberries. Yeah, I get all of that, but not my favorite. Next is also not a favorite of mine. Sorry, guys. You're going to get my honesty and what I really think. But understand that just because I don't like this doesn't mean you won't like this. Everybody has different noses. Like, seriously, sometimes I smell certain, like, for example, one of our bars, aloe water and cucumber. Everyone that I know loves that scent. They absolutely love it, and I cannot, for the life of me, understand why. I think it's like the worst thing I've ever smelled in my life. But that's because we all have different noses. We all have different likes and dislikes and preferences. So just because I'm telling you I don't like it doesn't mean you shouldn't try it, because our noses may be completely different. But anyways, back to the things. Breakfast in Bed says, wake up to a warm pumpkin pastry filled with black raspberry and topped by a sweet cinnamon drizzle. And I get that a little bit, I guess. I get like, almost like, is it pecans? When you get a banana split and they put those wet nuts on there, I don't know if those are walnuts. I think they're walnuts or pecans. They're something. That's what I smell when I smell this, with a little bit of like fruitiness. And I don't love it because like I've been saying, I'm not a huge fan of syrupy smells, but it definitely does smell like what I would think Breakfast in Bed would smell like. So they did hit that on the head. All right, next up is Butter Pecan. And they say, if fall had a flagship fragrance, this blend of candied pecan and maple folded with butter would be a strong contender. Yeah, I don't know if I think that smells exactly like butter pecan, like if I was opening up a butter pecan ice cream and smelling it. I don't know if I would think that that was head on. But I get all the notes individually. And it's not my favorite. But to each his own. Next is a favorite. So next we're going to talk about cinnamon buttercream. And guys, I love this one. They say Italian buttercream and creamy mascarpone scooped over cinnamon cake combines sugar, spice, and everything nice. And it's really nice. It's got this deep richness to it. That's the buttercream, obviously. And the cinnamon is there, but it's not overpowering. You want to eat it. Just trust me, you want to eat it. So that is cinnamon buttercream. Then we have another, and that's a new scent this year. And also this one is a new scent as well. Graham Cracker Crunch. And they say caramelized graham cracker layered with crunchy peanut butter and creamy vanilla bean. And that's accurate. I get the peanut butter and the cream. Absolutely. I probably won't burn this one. I don't hate it. It's just not in my top. But it's everything they said it was. Next is Hug in a Mug, which I bet you can guess what this smells like. They say curl up with chocolate, hazelnut, and cookie dough. I get hot chocolate. It's hot chocolate with a hint of cookie dough is exactly what this smells like. So yeah, I don't know how that'll be warming either, because this is not a scent that I would normally gravitate toward. But I'm guessing my daughter will probably melt this in her room. So when I do get it melted, I'll let you know what I think, because I'm on the fence about it. Next we have pumpkin roll. There's a lot of pumpkins this year. They say creamy pumpkin pie filling surrounded with yellow cake, pecans, butter, and spice. It's fall. I don't know that I would think a pumpkin roll smells like this. I just get lots of really nice fall spices. Honestly, it reminds me of some of the ones in the spice category. Actually, yeah. So, I've got it right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make this comparison because it's here anyway. Pumpkin roll should be in the spice category because the cinnamon and the spices from that, like probably like a pumpkin pie spice blend, are heavy in this. But in the spice category, they have farm stand pumpkin, which I would put in the bakery category because the caramel smell in that really comes through, but not so many spices. So honestly, I would just switch those. If you're looking at pumpkin roll, it's in the bakery category, but it's got the spice to it. It's nice though. It is nice. It definitely is. And actually, while we're in the bakery category, I might as well just ask everybody, So we're smelling all these wonderful pumpkin smells. What is y'all's favorite fall dessert? Like if you had to choose a pie or a cake or a dessert of some kind, what is your favorite? Because smelling all these, it just got me thinking, like, I love pumpkin pie, but I haven't really smelled anything that I would consider, like, I don't even know if pumpkin pie really has a smell. Maybe a little bit from the spices, but it's definitely not in your face. Anyways, so yeah, pumpkin roll is good, but it definitely has the spice in it that I would have expected in the spice category. And the farm stand pumpkin in the spice category has the caramel that I would have expected in the bakery. But it is what it is. Next up is salted caramel toffee. And here's like another one for you. Do y'all call it caramel, caramel, or caramel? Like I'm from the South and I've always called it caramel, but I understand that that's very wrong. So I've been trying to say caramel or caramel and it's different. So what do you guys say? They say sweet scent of salted caramel takes melted toffee and butterscotch to new levels of indulgence. It's syrupy. And that's probably the toffee in it. It's nice. This actually reminds me of when I was in middle school. Lip Smacker's chapstick. There's one that smells just like this. So it's not terrible. Like I might burn it and just see what I think. It does have that kind of syrupy note to it, but it's not overpowering. Next up is sugar cookie. This is a good mixer. They say warm sweet blend of butter, sugar, and creamy vanilla. And I agree, it's basic, but it's a good mixer. So if you have like a really spice forward scent, this will be great to mix with it. Anything you want to mellow out, this will be great to mix with it because it's so mellow you almost can't even smell it. It's just it's gonna tone down whatever you put it with, I feel like. And you don't get like an overly like cookie, like it's not smacking you in the face sweet like that. It's really like a really nice muted vanilla. So sugar cookie. Next is vanilla bean buttercream. And this one they say, decadent buttercream frosting made with the freshest butter, whipped with cane sugar and vanilla extract. And yeah, it's vanilla buttercream. If I had to choose one of the buttercreams, so there's, where'd it go? Cinnamon buttercream and vanilla buttercream. I would go with cinnamon all day. I think it's got more depth of flavor to it. But I could see where I would use vanilla bean buttercream, very similar to sugar cookie, because they're both very light and very mellowing scents. Like they're going to tone down whatever you put with them. So they're probably both good to have on hand. And then last but certainly not least, because I've been burning this one, I shouldn't say burning, I've been melting this one all summer, Vanilla Waves. I think this is one of those scents that it can cross seasonal lines. It's described as sea salt and whipped vanilla crash into sticky caramel for an elegant fusion of opposites. It's really nice though. It's just got this, it's vanilla, but it's like I don't know that I would consider this like a tropical, a bakery vanilla. It's more of like a tropical vanilla, but you still get that kind of, there's a warmth to it, which I guess is the sticky caramel. It's really nice, guys. I love Vanilla Waves. And actually out of all of the vanilla scents, like vanilla bean buttercream, I consider sugar cookie vanilla based scent because to me, I smell that in it. If I had to only pick one, Vanilla Waves would be it because I burnt that this summer or melted it this summer and I'm going to continue melting it this winter. It's really nice. So that is all for the bakery category. Hope you guys enjoyed and let me know in the comments which one you think that you guys are most looking forward to. Bye.